You're not ugly, your face is just asymmetrical. But before you freak out and book for a whole new head transplant, relax. Because I've got some game-changing tips to fix facial asymmetry that actually work. Right now, I'm about to break down everything you need to know about making your face more symmetrical at home. Some of this you can do right now, some of it takes weeks. Oh, and my last tip is the foundation that makes everything else actually work, so make sure to stick around for it. But first off, let's get one thing clear. No one has a perfectly symmetrical face. If you mirrored one side of your face perfectly, you'd look like a demon. Those small imperfections, they're what make you look human. But there's a difference between cute natural quirks and my entire face is sliding to one side. If your asymmetry is severe, it's probably genetics, bone structure, or dental issues like an overbite. For those, you need a specialist. But for most of us, facial asymmetry comes down to our habits, like the way we chew, the way we sleep, or the way we breathe. And while these tips aren't going to turn you into Margot Robbie overnight, they can absolutely undo the damage you've been doing to yourself for years without even realizing it. Let's get into it. If you don't want your face to look like a Picasso painting, you need to start drinking more water. Half the time when your face looks uneven, it's probably because you're dehydrated. When your body doesn't get enough water, it thinks there's a drought coming. It panics and clings to every single drop, which makes your face look puffy and lopsided. Here's the fix. Drink at least 3 liters of water a day. I know it sounds backwards, but when your body realizes it's getting enough, it stops hoarding. For instant results, dunk your face in ice-cold water or use an ice roller every morning. It constricts your blood vessels instantly and tightens everything up. Another great tip is to learn to drain your face with a gua sha. Start at your neck. Glide the tool down from your jawline to drain the lymphatic fluid. You have to sweep down to get the fluid out. Once your neck is open, sweep from your chin up to your ear. Okay, the puff is gone. Now we need to talk about the curtains on your face, your eyebrows. They say eyebrows are sisters, not twins. But girl, some of yours look like distant cousins who haven't spoken since 2008. If one brow is high and arched and the other is flat, it throws your whole face off balance. Use one of those symmetry filters or a mapping tool to see where your arch should be. These tools help you fill your eyebrows in symmetrically. And if you cannot be trusted with tweezers, and let's be real, if you lived through the skinny brow era of Y2K, I don't trust you either. Go see a professional. But if you've tried fixing your brows and one of them still looks like it's hiking up to your hairline, we need to dig a little deeper into the habits that are causing your facial asymmetry. I would bet my life savings you've been chewing 90% of your food on the exact same side without you even realizing it. Think about it like this. If you went to the gym and only did bicep curls on your right arm every single day for a decade, your right arm would be the Incredible Hulk and your left would be a pathetic noodle. That's exactly what you're doing to your face. The muscle that controls your jaw is called the masseter. Right now, the masseter on your favorite side is doing all the work, making your jaw look wider and more defined on that side. The lazy side? Weak and flat. You're literally sculpting yourself to be lopsided. Every time you take a bite, consciously switch sides. If one side is visibly weaker, get some hard gum or raw carrots and chew only on the weak side. Force that lazy muscle to wake up. You could have perfect bone structure underneath, but nobody's seeing it if it's buried under a layer of fat. When you have a higher body fat percentage, your face stores some of that fat too. And I know you love your spicy ramen and your late night chips, but the sodium is destroying your face. Cut the processed junk. The instant noodles, the frozen meals, the drive-through runs, all of it is loaded with sodium. Start eating whole foods like lean proteins, vegetables, and fruits. And if you need to lose body fat, you need to be on a calorie deficit. Eat fewer calories than you burn. When you drop body fat, your face leans out too. Your jawline sharpens, your cheekbones show up, and suddenly that asymmetry disappears. If you're sitting there watching Netflix, with your mouth hanging open like a toddler glued to an iPad, we have a problem. When you breathe through your mouth, your jaw drops. This pulls your facial muscles down and creates what's called long face syndrome. It narrows your dental arch, recedes your chin, and makes your nose look bigger. You need to train yourself to breathe through your nose. It filters the air, improves oxygen, and keeps your face structure compact and lifted. If you wake up with a dry mouth every morning, look into mouth taping at night. It sounds terrifying, but it forces you to use your nose, which keeps your jawline tight. how you sleep really impacts how snatched you'll look. But there's a slight problem. Some people say you should sleep on your back because sleeping on your side squishes your face into an asymmetrical mess. Others say you should sleep on your side because you are able to maintain better tongue posture. I say we should just sleep standing up like a horse just to be safe. If you're sleeping on your face every night, you're physically creasing your skin. Ideally, learn to sleep on your back. If you can't, get a silk pillowcase. It reduces friction, so your face glides instead of getting folded like an accordion. I know this sounds weird, but stress causes facial asymmetry. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, and your natural reaction is to clench your teeth. You're probably doing this right now without even realizing it. This constant clenching turns your masseter muscles into rocks. It bulks them up, making your face look wider and more square, usually on just one side. It also blocks lymph drainage, making you look puffy. Check in with yourself. Are your teeth touching right now? If they are, stop, drop your jaw, wiggle it side to side. You're holding all your life's trauma in your jawline, and it's ruining your symmetry. Now, fixing your habits is great. It stops the damage from getting worse. But if you want to actually reverse the asymmetry you already have, we need to switch from defense to offense. Your face has around 40 muscles, and right now, one side of your face is hitting the gym, and the other side is sitting on the couch eating Cheetos. But, just like any other muscles in the body, we can train them. Here are 7 exercises you can do at home every single day. For your droopy eyes, place your index fingers on the outer corners and pull gently outward toward your ears. Now squeeze your eyes shut as tight as possible against that resistance. Hold for a few seconds, release. Do this about 20 times. If one of your eyebrows is having a nap, we need to wake it up. Place your fingers horizontally on your forehead, right above your eyebrows. Push down to create resistance. Now, try to raise your eyebrows up against the weight of your fingers. You are essentially doing a bench press for your forehead. Do 10 reps, but focus really hard on lifting that heavy, lazy brow. Next, for your smile. If one cheek is lazy, put your fingers on the corners of your mouth and gently pull them apart while you try to smile against the resistance. If one cheek looks flatter or more hollow than the other, we need to inflate it. Close your mouth and puff out your cheeks with air, like a pufferfish. Now, push that ball of air specifically into your weak cheek and hold it there for 3 seconds. Then switch it to the other side. Keep moving the air back and forth with pressure for 30 seconds. You are basically pumping up the muscle from the inside out to stop it from sagging. If you've been grinding your teeth through every minor inconvenience for the past decade, congratulations, you've built yourself a lopsided jaw. Clench your teeth so you can feel where your masseter muscle is. Massage the overdeveloped side in firm circles for a few minutes every night to release tension. Okay, this one is somewhat controversial, but the next thing you can do is fix your tongue posture. This is called mewing, and no, you don't need to make cat noises, although no one's stopping you. Most people let their tongue flop at the bottom of their mouth like a dead fish. When your tongue sits down there, it creates uneven pressure on your palate, which over time shapes your face asymmetrically, giving you a double chin vibe. Your tongue is supposed to be suctioned against the roof of your mouth, creating consistent, even pressure that keeps everything balanced. Here is exactly how to do it. Try to swallow with your lips sealed. You should feel your tongue suctioning to the roof of your mouth. That is where your tongue is supposed to live. Not just the tip, but the whole back of the tongue. This constant pressure encourages the upper jawbone to expand, making your cheekbones and jawline more snatched. Combine this with breathing through the nose and your jawline will be cutting glass. Every time you feel your lazy tongue dropping down, suction it back up, but don't push it hard. I'm going to be completely honest here and say that this isn't entirely backed by mainstream science, so do your own research before you start mewing. But functionally, it makes sense. This is the make or break of your facial asymmetry. If your posture is constantly slouched forward or to one side, your entire face compensates by tilting to keep your eyes level. There's a bone in the center of your skull called the sphenoid. When your posture shifts forward, like when you're looking down at your phone all day, this bone tilts. And when it tilts, it pulls your entire face with it. One cheekbone sits higher, one eye droops lower, your jaw shifts. You literally cannot build a straight, symmetrical face on top of a crooked, weak neck. So we're fixing the foundation. To find out what exercises you need to do to fix your posture, I've done a whole video about it just for you, which I will link below. You're not going to wake up with Bella Hadid's face tomorrow. Your face didn't become asymmetrical overnight, and it's not going to fix overnight either. But if you're consistent, you'll see real changes. Tell me in the comments below if you struggled with facial asymmetry and what you did to fix it. I'd love to hear about it.